Boxing King Media in association with Boxro. Dean Whyte, I dread to imagine what your air miles look like.
I know, yeah, traveling around, man. Listen, you get one life to live, you know, so you might as well enjoy it while you're here, doing what you love, and enjoying moments like this. This is a huge moment for women's boxing and boxing in general. And then to be here with these guys, Jake Paul, Eddie doing their thing. I've got some business partners here I met last night. I'm going to meet them again tonight. So yeah, it's good, man. I got, you know, so I can work and play and get some stuff done, man. Why not enjoy my life?
You're a proper hustler, Dean. Just tell me about the main event. Have you got the main event this weekend, Taylor Serrano?
Do you know what? I've known Katie and her manager and the coach in them for a while. It's kind of funny at I think it was Joshua, it could have been Povetkin. What was that? Cardiff. I can't remember in there. One of them shows, and I had a madness with someone, and the trainer came to me and says, "Hey, channel your energy, man." You know, I can't forget the Irish accent. He said, "You know, you don't want to go off the boil or whatever. Just bring it in." And then we had a big old conversation, and he kind of calmed me down. And after that, ever since then, we've always been talking, kind of pally. So I've liked them. They're very humble. You know, she's from our side of the pond, so I'm obviously going to be rooting for her, and obviously relationship with the coach. But Serrano's coming from nothing. That underdog, I love championing for the underdog as well. So for me, it's a kind of a techie one. You know, someone coming from nothing and earning their position, because we have, you know, that same thing I was saying with Dillian. He earned his shot. So now it's all to play for tomorrow night. But I mean, listen, may the best lady win, not the man. You know, may the best lady win. And I won a great fight. Yesterday, I think at the media thing, I saw a video. I think Taylor looking explosive, and she looks like she means business. She definitely doesn't want an off night tonight, because everyone's saying Serrano's the favourite. This is not the woman to have an off night with. So, you know, let's see how it goes, man.
What do you make of Jake Paul's involvement in the event?
Yeah, Jake Paul's show business, man. Anything with Jake Paul is show business, and it's always going to go off, and it's going to be big business. That's what they are, Mr. Big Business. You know, him and his brother, they've come into boxing and they've just, done a tornado, typhoon. And they've got the numbers behind them, man. YouTube numbers, the bums on seats, they're doing it. So, and they're bringing big money. You hear what he said? He wants her to get 10 figures. Absurd, ludicrous. Not even mailboxes are getting them numbers. So, you know, credit to them. If he can pull it off, hats off to him, you know what I mean? And, you know, I'm sure a lot more people are going to be wanting working with him if he's bringing these kind of figures to the table.
100%. So I want to quickly mention your event. You've got a fight show coming up May 14th.
Yeah, May 14th. Me, myself, Anthony, the Black Box global team. We've got a show May the 14th. If it weren't for that, I would have been in Las Vegas next week with the Canelo and Bivol. Kind of like to see that, but I've got way too much work to do, so I'm not going to mess about. We're going to, you know, get this done. I've got some meetings after on Sunday, Monday, and then I'll probably get back and just crack on with our show. We've worked hard. We've got 12 fights on the card, and it's going to be a great night of action again. Third show. I had some IBO titles on the line, but we're having a few issues and the time's running down. But God willing, we can get them across the line. The IBO have sanctioned them, but there's a few issues on the UK side, so we need to kind of get that sorted with the board, and then hopefully we can move on and get them done, and then we'll have 2 IBO titles on the line. That'd be amazing.
That sounds amazing. Can't let you go without asking about Dillian, should I say. How is Dillian, first of all?
Dillian's good, you know. Dillian's good. He phoned me when you know, I was on the plane taking off. He's all right, he's chilling. I was actually meant to hit him when I landed, actually. Bit of a cheat, but I forgot. You know, when you come here jet lag tired, so I'll message him in a minute. But he's good, he's in good spirits, man. You know, I've been just trying to talk to him, just kind of meeting up, just to keep him, you know, so you don't go into too much of a doldrum, because it's a lonely place. When you win, you've got everyone around you. When you lose, it's just you and the closest people that are around you. And but he's good, man. He's in a good place. I'm sure we'll hear some news and he'll be back soon. But yeah, it's just one of them things. Heavyweight boxing, and I suppose some people say there's no shame losing to someone in the Gypsy Kings Inc. You know what I mean? But we are gutted though. I'm not gonna lie. We're truly devastated. But you know, it is boxing, and it'll come again.
The big talking point, obviously Dillian suggested that he felt he was pushed and he feels that was the main factor in him losing. What's your views on that?
Well, I don't think he said it was the main factor. It was a contributing factor. We got to get the words right, because there was a shot that stunned him and he was there, and there was a push right after, a very heavy push. And I think, like I said in the interview with the guy, if you punch someone on the road and they get buzzed and they're stunned on the spot, and then you push them and they hit their head on the pavement, what tends to happen? If you hit your head on the pavement, what happens? You get a concussion. And some people even end up dying. And it's happened to many guys when they have street fight. So we must take that into consideration. There was a push. Is the push legal? It's not. It's illegal. We know that is. But I'm not going to go into that, because, look, at the end of the day, the punch was set up, and it was a hell of a punch. It's probably the best uppercut Fury's ever thrown. Probably better than the one he hit himself with. You know what I mean? But it's just business, man. It is what it is.
The fans online are saying the ring was soft and Dillian didn't bump his head on the canvas. I'm not seeing it, but have you seen it in slow-mo?
No, I haven't seen it, but they can say the mat's soft. When you're 19 or 18 and a half stone hurtling from being pushed and punched to the canvas, you are going to hit the canvas quite hard. It doesn't matter about it being soft or not. Everything has a contributing factor. All he was saying is he felt like he should have been allowed a little bit more time to recover because of the push. That's like when you get hit in the nuts, you get a little bit more latitude. But look, I don't know, man. We could go around in circles. I don't want to, tarnish the win. The win is the win. The man's had a hell of a career, and we always knew it was going to be a hard task with Tyson Fury. He's had a hell of a career, hell of an athlete, and I'm a fan of boxing, so we give him his credit, give him his flowers, let him go on where he's going on, and we just come back and we run it back and we think of what else is next. Dillian will be better prepared, and we'll move forward. That's what we need to look at. That's what I'll say.
Last question, Dean. Does anyone in this era beat Tyson Fury if he carries on fighting?
Nah, I'm not sure who beats Tyson Fury, man. Hell of a guy. He's very big. He's very awkward. He's very hard to hit, and hell of a fighter, hell of a guy, you know what I mean? He came back and we had a good conversation in the ring at the end, and he said a lot of nice stuff which was positive, and I just want to give him his credit. I don't want to be in a negative battle going back and forth about shit. It ended on a good note from what he was saying, and I'd rather leave it like that, but it's going to be hard. I'd like to see him and Joshua fight. As a fan, I'd like to see that. But do I think Joshua beats him? It's a hard fight. I think Joshua's got the skill set and he's got the power to do stuff. But the problem is he's not going to stay still long enough to be hit. He is a very, very unusual. He's a giant of a man that understands how to use his body and maneuver fighters. At one time, he had Dillian's head with the and Dillian couldn't come under it, and he used his body, leans on the fighters so well. But look, let's see what happens.
Dean, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the fight.